Joined now by Nina Japaridze. She's Vice President of Ipsos in North America, one of the world's leading market research firms. Nina, thanks so much for joining us. How important is this speech for the U.S. president? A lot of people calling it a chance for a reset, although he seems to think he doesn't need one. In an interview today, he said, I think I've done great things. I think I get an A in terms of what I've actually done. In terms of messaging, I give myself a C or a C+. Does he need a reset?
Good to be with you, Mike. I hope that President Trump will stop using the word reset. It hasn't really worked very well for any prior president. What would be good to do is actually put some specifics behind the vision. How is he going to really increase the budget, the GDP from 1% to 3% and start rebuilding America and guaranteeing America's leadership in the role? How are we going to really do this? Just shifting the budget, taking resources away from the State Department, from foreign appropriations, discretionary funds will not be a way to guarantee what he's planning to do for America.
Well, you said specifics. That's not been a strong suit for President Trump. He seems to always talk in generalities. How important will that be tonight? What do we need to hear from him on immigration? He even seems to be changing his mind on that, saying that a compromise immigration bill, he might talk about that. What about spending, the economy, and his worldview?
He'll talk about the economy, he'll talk about defense budget, he'll talk about immigration, all the issues that he has repeatedly emphasized. Speaking to his base, he continues to be in the campaign mode, not in the governance mode. And I hope that today he will embrace the moment that the nation, whether you're Democrat, Republican, Independent, wants to hear his vision, his plan for what he plans to do for the United States, and talking only about in general terms and not outlining his specifics behind, for example, infrastructure plan, $1 trillion, how he plans to invest these resources. There are so many shovel-ready projects that exist. I'm right now speaking with you from Montreal. I'm attending 10th Global Infrastructure Conference. A lot of infrastructure-focused actors are in town wanting to know what U.S. administration plans to do. How will they move the construction projects and create jobs? Americans understand that infrastructure and jobs and economy are interconnected. And number one priority for American electorate, when we look at Ipsos polls, for example, whether you're speaking to a Democrat or Republican or Independent, economy is what is their top-of-mind issue. And infrastructure investment, creating jobs is certainly one issue that unites everyone in this country. And hopefully President Trump will focus sufficiently on this today.
Well, we know what the folks there in Montreal will be listening for. What about world leaders? What will they be listening for? Because this is a president who keeps saying America first. And he's also, as you mentioned, wants to chop the State Department budget with cuts of as much as 37%.
Yes, it depends which world leader you're speaking about. If you're talking to our friends, they would want to see America's smart power emboldened, and that is a combination of strength in defense, strength in diplomacy, and cutting State Department programs, USAID programs is certainly not the way to increase America's smart power. We need to speak to the world. U.S. international broadcasting is also less than $750 million is spent annually to communicate America's message and understanding to the world, and we need to increase that budget rather than decrease it. If you are President Putin, for example, he would be happy to see America emphasize increased spending on defense, because he will then speak to Russian electorate saying, you see, I've told you America is an enemy, not our friend. It totally depends on which leader you're talking about, and everybody can see whatever they want to see in our actions. What we need to focus on is our place in the world and only focusing on defense budget and not thinking how America will grow domestically and play an important leadership role globally through smart power. This is really what President Trump should be focusing on, and hopefully he will do so over the next 60 days. 60 days he still has left.
We'll certainly be watching.
For the 100 days.
Yes, we'll certainly be watching. Nina Japaridze, thank you so much for joining us.